Try these new fantasy anime and hold the Isekai. You know us, we love a bit of Isekai, but it's become so commonplace nowadays. Sometimes it feels hard to find a fantasy anime that doesn't involve someone from another world. Fortunately, it's still out there, and we're here to hook up you with it. The strange new winter anime are full of adventure, magic, and other worthy beings, but they're not full of his reincarnated heroes at poorly timed motor vehicle accidents. Take our tour with us. Ninjin Fushin. There's not an Isekai hero inside in Ninjin Fushin, but there are a lot of disenchanted adventurers. Imagine joining a new D&D party where all the other characters have been kicked out of old parties, and not the legitimate reasons. Either they may not be very fond of people, but they'll have one thing in common. Well, two things in common. One, they find it hard to trust people, but they're willing to try. Two, they need to find their embarrassing hobbies, from gambling to philandering to idle mirk. Each of them has needs. The hard part will be teamwork. Each of them is on high alert. Every master adventurer linking the lead, maybe they actually find what they're looking for in this new party. Cheating in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. Cheating in my 30s may have a title like an Isekai, but its hero is completely homegrown after losing his job as a dark soldier because he can use magic. 30-year-old demon warrior Dario tries to make his way in the human world. Being a demon who can will magic is pretty embarrassing, or it will be. As it happens, Dario discovers he's human. This means he can wield aura powers and keep it an adventurer. Be still, he's a super OP. Now, Dario is making a new life for himself in a small village. He's got nightmares, old friends who are still loyal, and all sorts of common skills. What sort of life will he build for himself? And how long until the Demon King realizes how much hard work Dario was putting in? Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. The final stop on our Isekai Free Tour is a show we already featured on this site before. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale is one of the season's sweetest treats, following an inspired sugar sculpture and her romance with a stoic warrior fairy. Love, art, and basic human decency are all in a light as Anne Halford strives to become a master sugar artisan. Along the way, she meets Charlie friend Charlie, eventually catching feelings for him, which doesn't please her rival Jonas at all. While there's plenty of action in this series, it's much more introspective than others in this list. It's about the joy and pain of creating art and finding your own artistic voice. It is about what other people would do when they can achieve the things they want, but others can. Nearby fantasy, looking quantities, paranormal romances in anime.